Hey folks, here we are in beautiful Jerome, Arizona. There's the city of Jerome, Arizona's ghost city, really more of a town, kind of slouching there on the side of Cleopatra Hill. Once an old mining camp, then it became a ghost town when the mine shut down, and now it's an art colony, and there's galleries and studios. In fact, this is the new home of Thunder Mesa Studio. Let's go check it out. Way off in the distance there you can see the Little Daisy head frame. Little Daisy Mine. That's the old mine museum over there on the right. One of these days we'll go over there and check it out. Just across the valley from Jerome you can see the beautiful red rocks of Sedona, Arizona off there in the distance. Little inspiration. Ooh, an informative sign. What's it say? Okay, that's boring. Cool old mining stuff! I love it. Now the coolest thing about that view we just looked at is it's about 100 yards from where my studio is located, where I'm walking right now. Look, you can see the J up on the hill there behind me. That's pretty cool. Coming over here to the old Jerome High School, and it really used to be a high school back up until the mid-70s when they stopped teaching classes here. It's privately owned now, and now artists have studios in here, which is a great use for the old building. It's great for the town. It's great for the people that come to the town to visit. It's great for me. Walking over here to Building A, where Thunder Mesa Studio is located. Wonder if we'll find any art in here. Password. Well, here we are inside Thunder Mesa Studio, where the door is wonderfully creaky, and so are the floors. Just gonna flip the lights. Some of my artwork down in there. Over here, look, this one was painted from life. Hats. I like hats. Hats. Stickers. Kind of sticky. Tonga. Cards. $2. 3 for $5. That's a screaming deal. Cool stuff. Ooh, Mark Davis. Cool stuff. So it's been a long time since the last Thunder Mesa update. And you know, so much has changed and happened. It's kind of like I got behind. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to jump back in and say, hey, this is what's happening. So I decided I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to show you what's going on here now. Started moving into the new studio back in March, and the entire move took about 3 months to get the railroad in and my studio set up and everything else. Now that it is set up, though, man, I'm happy to be here, and it's been fun getting started on some new projects. Installing the new backdrop panels in here and getting that painted was a big project. That took about, oh gosh, about 3 weeks all told to get all this painted. Really love this high backdrop in the back here. Makes for great photographic opportunities. You can see it wraps around on 3 sides here. I was kind of going for a theater look. I want it to look like a big a theater when you walk in. Over here on the Thunder Mesa town side of the layout, I've been doing a lot of work on this new riverfront module, which just rolls back into the aisle here, back into place. And there's going to be a 50-foot paddle wheel steamer up here in the foreground from Kitwood Hill Models. That's going to be really cool. You know, beautiful water effects, a little dock over here on the left called Fowler's Landing, where the trains can pick up and drop off cars. But this is a work in progress, and you can get an idea of how this is coming along. Over there on this side, that's the old Lone Rock from my Lone Rock module. I think I can show you. I'll just back up here a little bit, that this just rolls right out of the aisle when I need to access the tracks or the train back there in Thunder Mesa Town. I'm not going to roll it all the way out right now, but oh, that's squeaky. I just wanted to give you an idea. It rolls out. It rolls in. This is the old Hanging Rock section. An old railroad camp turned into sort of an outlaw hangout. And I just finished roughing in the tunnel over here at Hanging Rock. You can see that. It's all made out of EPF. And it'll all be detailed and painted and sculpted to look more like this rock work back behind here. Those of you with model railroads know that if you're going to have a problem, it's always going to happen in the place that's hardest to get to, hardest to reach, usually back in a dark tunnel someplace that you can't get to. So I always build in access panels or access hatches to be able to get in there and fix any derailments or problems inside the tunnel. Let me show you how this one comes off right here. The whole middle part of this cliff face lifts right out. Just like that. Ta-da! Now eventually these rocks are going to animate. They're going to sway and move. And not just from me sticking my hand under there like I'm doing now, but when the train goes by, they'll activate a magnetic switch which will cause some animation, which will be pretty cool. This natural arch here and kind of this little butte next to it are based on formations that used to be on the mine train through Nature's Wonderland at Disneyland. Here I can prove it. See? That arch is from the Living Desert section of the mine train through Nature's Wonderland. Thanks to Matterhorn for this great picture. I ripped it off from his website. I hope he doesn't mind. I'm not sure where he got it, but it's a great shot of the old mine train through Nature's Wonderland. You can see there's that arch right there. Now on the Thunder Mesa Mining Company, I changed the background behind it a little bit because I needed to build the cliffside up behind it there, because the ON18 line is going to run through the back of the scene. But that's Balancing Rock Canyon in the old Nature's Wonderland, and here it is now going in on Thunder Mesa. Over in this corner, I've decided to resurrect the old idea for a portable ON18 layout based on Knott's Berry Farm's Calico Mine Ride. And that's what you see under construction here. This is going to be a simple loop, but it's going to look like Calico Mountain at Knott's Berry Farm, where one of my all-time favorite attractions is the Calico Mine Ride. I've written about that before on the blog. I've talked about it before. Down here below in this cavernous space is going to be that big underground mining scene, the glory hole scene that they have in the Calico Mine Ride at Knott's. The track is going to branch off from right here. There'll be a little Y switch. Why? Because I need one. And it's going to come around over here, town of Calico, and then it's going to go into a tunnel right about there and disappear behind the backdrop to a staging area. So I'll be able to bring trains on and off the backdrop, on and off the layout. There'll be a turntable back there so I can turn the locomotives around and bring new trains on and off the layout when people come to visit. And speaking of coming to visit, did you know that you can? One of the coolest things about moving the layout up here to Jerome and starting this new studio is that I can open the layout up to the public. That's you guys. About the first Saturday of every month, they have an art walk up here in Jerome, and I usually open up the layout in the studio earlier in the day so people can come up and check it out and enjoy the trains and just generally geek out like I do. If you want to do that, check down below to the link to thundermesa.studio, and there you'll find a page on how to visit the layout and when the next event or open house is going to be. Cool, huh? Well, okay. Hopefully that brings everything up to date. I think that's going to do it for this here video log. If you happen to be in Arizona, please come on up to Jerome and visit. It's a great place to check out. Visit the studio. Like I said, check it out on the website. I'll tell you when you can come. And unless I forgot anything, I think that's adios for now. I touched it.